Hello! Thanks for tuning in to Tuning Wheel Tarot. This is a special Halloween edition! Ta-da! So I'm dressed up this way. And since I went and heard a wonderful Grateful Dead cover band tonight called High Rider, I am going to use this Grateful Dead tarot card for this collective read for Halloween. So I hope you all are having a fabulous weekend. And if you are going out to any shows, that you dress up and have some fun, as I did. And if you don't dress up, you still have some fun and you just run into some friends and have a good time and all of those sorts of things. Especially as we head into the winter months, it's important to note that we should not isolate ourselves, as we tend to hibernate, and isolation is kind of part of the winter month culture. However, not all isolation is good isolation, so we still need social interaction. So, getting out and about, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Is that the SNL skit? What is that? Ain't nothing. I think QuEEnzs does that skit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh my. I feel okay. Yes. I don't read reversals, but the entire deck was upside down. So yeah, that would have been the entire deck in reverse. Like, no sir. Not today. So, Spirit, what do we have for the Grateful Collective on this Halloween weekend? What's going on? What can you tell us today? I was feeling a lot of that New Orleans vibe, and part of that was the band, too. I mean, they were really bringing it tonight. It was really cool. Really nice. Spirit, what we got? What do we got? We have the King of Pentacles. What a way to start the day. Yeah, this man knows every day he's got Folgers in his cup, right? Because he's like, I can afford the coffee. I got the mountain where we grow the coffee. Booyah! He's also got his plow here. You ever hear of Elton John? Sun got my can't keep me in the penthouse, going back to my plow, right? But you know what? Elton John's able to afford lots of fancy glasses and shoes and outfits, so I don't think he's just a poor farmer. That's the thing with King of Pentacles. I mean, it's traditional, but it's fruitful. Okay? So, collective, and I haven't done a collective earth sign reading, and here the earth signs come out on the first pull. How about that? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So, this is my gift, my Halloween gift to you. Spirit, what else do we have for the collective on this Halloween weekend? So, if you're out there driving around, remember, you might have some trick-or-treaters bopping through your neighborhood, so just, with the time change, it gets dark, it's, anyway, make sure your lights are on. 3. Yeah, so if you are traveling this weekend, you know what I mean? You have to, oh, we have to go to grandma's house, and we have to go to so-and-so's house to show off the costumes, you know what I'm saying? And if you are going to celebrate with friends, right? And I don't think it's an if, it's a when here. This is present time. This is present moment. Ooh, and the ships are sailing. And here's the king of bears, the King of Pentacles. And this is the it's 3 of Bolts, so it's the 3 of Wands. And there's 3 ships here also. So there's these wands, these staffs have placements in the sea, which is already moving. So it's almost like you know, like you've already planned the move, okay? And now you are moving and like spirit shouting out directions to you. Be like, hey, go 50 degrees this way. And, you know, I don't know, like, I don't know the sea lingo, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, here's your GPS, here's your longitude and latitude, right? Your knots and your whatnots. Whew. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, Spirit, what else we got on this Halloween weekend? For the collective. How we do. How we do. And especially if you are an earth sign and or have earth placements or just are needing the feeling to get more grounded. This is in the shape of a prism. However, this is a tiger's eye, which helps with grounding. Okay. It's you can also find tiger's eye jewelry, you know, not just the gemstone. So I think I got this one in particular from a local crystal shop, but yeah. Okay, Spirit, one more time, please. Thank you. What we have for the collective. Thank you. Yes. Ooh. The Page of Skulls. Everybody's talking, hear me. I posted that video a few days ago. Don't hear what I'm saying. Just the questions in my mind. Right? Alright, so Page of Swords. Not all talk is good talk, right? Not all publicity is good publicity. You know, ooh, and yeah, Mama's looking out for you on that. So consider that a warning. All right, let's clarify some stuff, please, Spirit. Especially for the earth placements on this King of Bears, the collective, the fruitful journey. Right? Ooh, Cancer energy, the Chariot, journey card. You want King of Pentacles probably has an automobile getting them to where they need to go, accomplishing their tasks. It's strange, like this little thing in this shield almost looks like like a little air hockey puck, you know, and the fact that there's a white and a dark here. It's almost like, so, you know, when we're in balance and okay, here we go. You know, yes, it has been Jupiter retrograde and it is through November 23rd. However, the new moon was in sidereal Libra. Okay, so again, balancing. So if you are doing shadow work, okay, when your wheels are in balance, you're able to move forward like in a fairly swift, clear line, okay? And this is in line with the mountaintop, okay? So you have a direct line to the mountaintop, seeing what your goal is, right? You know, like in the East, it was like the emperor was the sun, right? It was the shine, you know, so I mean, so it's like your goal, but this is like your goal, you know, and your accomplishment and you know what I mean? That's the king of Pentacles. You know, he's sitting there and let's clarify some more here. Spirit. Before I get lost wandering in tangents. Thank you. Thank you. And oh my God, listen, the Ten of Pentacles. Holy cow, I cannot make it up if I freaking tried. So some of you could be Cancers. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Check your placements. Again, I talk about sidereal astrology. It's also known as Vedic astrology. It's a tad bit different than Western astrology, but there are tons of free websites online where you can calculate your sidereal chart, and the placements may resonate more with you, just as this reading may or may not resonate with you. Oh my God, what is coming out in reverse? The Emperor. I just did a fire signs reading, so you might want to check that out. The Emperor is also Aries energy, and 3 is like, okay, this movement, this is lighting a fire under your rear, right? 3 alarm fire. Is that a 3 alarm fire? But you know what? What does he have here in the back? He has this cooling rain coming into his valley. So he has this fruitfulness because he already has the 10 of Pentacles. He already has this. Okay. Ooh. My, oh my, once bitten, twice shy, babe. Who sang that? My, oh my, once bitten, twice shy, baby. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is getting a little much here. I'm sorry. You got the King of Pentacles. Now you got the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. I mean, so what's happening here, collective? You're like, oh, I got all my stuff straightened out, and you know what? I'm traversing on down my golden road, right? The deadheads will understand that. I'm traversing down my golden road, right? And it is a golden road because this chariot is going to help guide you, you know? This knowledge between the light and the dark guides you and keeps you in balance so that you can have this 10 of Pentacles, okay? Right? Now, that's if you choose to pay attention to your guides. And now here your guides are literally barking orders at your face, right? Saying, here, go here, go here, go here, go. Okay, so it's up to us to start tuning into that. That's why I named my channel Tuning Wheel Tarot, because it's, you know, tuning into your intuition, okay? It's not really rocket science. It really isn't. It's just something that, you know, it's your gut feeling. You ever hear that? You know, it's very common. So right now I'm just using cards to, you know, resonate with energy. But if this isn't your energy, but if this is your energy, I would want it to be my energy. That's the thing. And that's the thing about this is that you can create your own, you know, destiny through manifestation. You know, that's what goals are about. That's what, you know, repetition is about, discipline is about. And that's one thing that the Emperor has, right? And that's something that the Queen of Pentacles has as well. She has security. She understands how, you know, like to budget, like, and she understands, you know, also how much to give, you know, outwardly of her material growth, you know, so that she's still comfortable yet able to continue on. And also, you know, the Pentacles are also about, like, you know, kind of like leaving that legacy, you know, so that's kind of like a hot topic lately, right? Like, you know, leaving generational wealth and, you know, sorts of things like that. So let's clarify this Page of Swords. And the deadheads will recognize this as the song Loser, you know, the everybody's bragging, drinking that wine, right? I can tell the Queen of Diamonds by where she shines. All right, so who's winning in this poker game? Woo! Somebody ain't winning. That's why this 5 of Pentacles, this 5 of Bears popped right out. They're like, I don't like what's happening here. Now, that's the Earth, but oh my God, I tell you what. You know what High Rider played tonight? I'll get... It's hard to see it on the card, but... I'll get up and fly away. Okay? And flying away, it's almost like it's above the glass, too. Isn't that wild? So, you know, for the wharf rats out there, that's some nice symbolism. And for those that don't know what wharf rats are, those are sober peeps in the Grateful Dead community. Yeah. I can't remember what the fish community sober peeps are called. But anyway, so, you know, and that's the thing. Sometimes if you are like going different directions in life, sometimes somebody feels a little left out because you're just traversing on a different path. You're literally, you know, following these vines, you know, follow the yellow brick road, right? You're like, well, where else am I going to go? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just have to go toward, and look, here's the moon up here. So it's like if you're reaching, did you ever see that Planet Terror? You know, maybe when they're like, reach up, okay? You know, keep going towards the steps up, and you're going to reach your destiny, and you're going to come out of this cold ground, and you're going to move through this fruitfulness of the trees, okay? You know, sometimes we just need reminders. That's all. Yeah, this Six of Pentacles just wants to keep bothering me. Spirit would also have help close out this collective read here. And, you know, I only have so much time on the... I'm pretty good on that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Spirit, please, for the collective. Yes, that looks like a full house to me. Well, almost. 2 pair. Ooh. Okay. So a lot of you are facing a lot of decisions about where to put your time. And part of that is reflective of who you're like spending your time with. So like maybe if you are spending time with your partner, like you might be focusing more on, you know, your household. Or if you're spending time with friends, you might be spending time, you know, focusing, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of different opportunities, right? But again, you need to focus on the upward mobility of those opportunities and not necessarily like the outcomes of these opportunities. Because that's kind of what some of this card represents, is the outcome. You know, like here it's like a tower. Like you're like, oh, do I want a tower? You know what I mean? Like, but towers are inevitable in life. Or here's a snake. Like, okay, yeah, maybe snakes are gonna pop up. And I'm sorry, but like if you live in Florida or one of these other crazy places, right? You're in the Midwest, you have rattlesnakes, right? So it's, you know, it's part of life. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, so that's kind of the that's the Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, the air sign energy in me speaking here, that Queen of Swords. Like, it's just part of life. It's just something that happens. It's just you know, sometimes if you approach things with logic, it becomes an easier thing to accept, you know, like if you don't get so wrapped up into the emotion. So especially when you look into your chart, remember that, because you have all the placements in your chart, air, fire, water, and earth. It's just that it's more strongly noted depending on when you were born, okay? So it's not like to say like, oh, well, if you're born as a, you know, this certain sign, then you can never be good with, you know, X, Y, and Z. You know, I mean, you know, pick your poison. You know, possibilities are endless there. Anyway, yeah. So like this King of Pentacles, like, you know, maybe that wasn't somebody's innate ability, but like they learned and they followed their passions and then they became that, okay? Like nothing is impossible. So you need to like think about, you know, what is possible for yourself. Like, I mean, there's probably, you can spend a lifetime talking about what isn't possible, how about what is possible and what can you accomplish in this lifetime? Let's think about that instead of, you know, other things that are just literally then a waste of time. Alrighty, let's do a quick clarification. Spirit, what do we got here? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Judgment. 6 Cups. You know, when the cards come out in succession, and it resonates with previous readings, I just can't help it. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. Your earth signs here, this staying grounded here, see where these folks are at the moment, and they're giving thanks to what has been gifted, the abundance that has been gifted by the universe of the Pentacles, okay? But they're staying grounded in their activity, and that's why the abundance is flowing, right? Because if you're too like wishy-washy, then it's like spirit doesn't know where to drop it, right? It's like the, you know, like a parachute drop of some sort, you know? And it's real interesting that this everything is fine card, but it's the Ten of Swords. It's almost in reverse though. The Ten of Swords in reverse. So, but it's interesting that it's an extra like this on this deck, and it's on the Ten of Pentacles. But on your journey, apparently, what has happened is you've reunited, potentially with, you know, and that's Cancer energy as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, everything is fine. So yeah, Spirit's telling me breathe, 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 breathe. So that's why I like doing the air sign reading. It reminds me to breathe. So if you need to do some meditation exercises, please do that. Right, in 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3, that sort of thing. Okay, 5 of Wands, that's pesky 5 of Wands. But with the 3 of Wands, that's interesting here, and keeping that in a playful energy. This might just be one of those things where people are like, hey, come here. No, come here, hang out with me, and blah, blah. So, like, that you are like, oh, I don't know where to go, you know, that sort of thing. But down here with the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, you're very grounded. So Spirit, what can we clarify? Although, you know, this Emperor has his like homemade little bottle of pizzazz down here. You know, I don't know exactly what's in it, but oh my God, it's something magical. And perhaps something that's going to right. Yeah, I mean this. So if you've been seeing 1111 lately, that could be a sign. You know, again, use your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave what does not. But when you start seeing, oh my gosh, and here's the Ace of Wands. You know, don't overthink it. But and then there's 1111 and like 111. That's a Yahtzee, actually. 4 of Wands plus Ace of Wands. So this is like some fiery, passionate energy, perhaps a lot of sexual energy. And like a partnership on a level that maybe you've not experienced before, okay? But you know, the Emperor, I feel like, is already sitting in his truth here, and he's laying out this, you know, the field of dreams, right? Like if you build it, they will come. Like he has this laid out, and you know, he's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world, you know, but like inside this pyramid is this, you know, bountiful like creation. Okay. So don't necessarily think of this as like Emperor as like a father person, but like, you know, if you're more on the spiritual side and, you know, believe in God and those types of things, like, you know, this is like the, you know, the Father Earth, you know, energy, right? Granting this, you know, almost heaven on earth, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles. And at a meteoric speed, which is interesting because pentacles are usually very slow, but there's a meteor on here, like this comet. And the Ace of Wands is, that's a happening, a bappening. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, and make sure I don't run out of time here. It's going to get close. All right, Spirit. What do we have here? Q. The rest of this reading. Let's clarify. Yes. Ooh, High Priestess ain't getting nothing by me. Hell no. So you might be dealing with an air sign and telling them. Hell no. You might not be telling them. You might be journaling it. Maybe they don't need to know. Patience. Yeah. All right. So as you're moving through these different choices, sometimes it's going to take, it's going to take some patience, right? Like maybe you're like, oh, I'm going to be here, you know, and sometimes these paths are inevitable. So don't necessarily think of it as a choice so much as these are things that the universe has laid out for you and you may stumble upon them. Okay, so as you go through these, have some patience, okay, and trust in divine timing. All right, one more spirit here before I have to close this out. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you resonate with this reading, please hit the subscribe, notification bell. Throw me a like if you like. 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, right? And yeah, if you're feeling left out, then you might be feeling bummy. And that's the thing with the 9 of Wands. But the thing with the 9 of Wands is, you know, just with a little bit more effort, right? A little bit more patience. One more step in one more direction. And then look at what you can have. You have all of this. And all these pentacles that we've been talking about, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. There you go. And even for the singles out there, right? The 9 of Pentacles. Ain't no stopping us now. Gotta move. Oh, there's that 10 of Swords again. Da, 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 da. All right.